Welcome to another Nova Minerals Estelle Gold Project update. And today we'll be discussing terrain to complement the recent news release of exploration results from 2022. Terrain, of course, is a known prospect area, and the significant news in the latest release is the discovery of an additional prospect at Trumpet. The discovery of Trumpet is very significant. It's showing itself to be a very broad, high-grade zone there. It sits approximately 1.5 kilometers northwest of the Train prospect. In addition, add that all together with the other gold prospects and showing in the Train area, namely Shoeshine, which is approximately 1.5 kilometers to the east of Train, as well as other gold showings at Shadow. This area now is proving itself to be another one of these massive intrusive related gold systems. The Train area sits approximately 7 kilometers from RPM, so very proximal to RPM. And Train is the highest priority exploration drill target for 2023. Of course, the majority of the drilling will be resource drilling focused on RPM. However, we do plan to go to Train in 2023 this year to establish a third resource level deposit. And we expect success on that program if the rock chips and the surface sampling is any indication. So this all builds the case now in the south area of the project, of the Estelle Gold Project. Builds the case for a mining center in the south. Let's talk about the results from the exploration programs carried out in 2022. At the Train prospect, there were 17 rock samples and 11 soil samples collected along this northwest southeast trending ridge, where Train, which represents the Train prospect and outcrops there. 7 of the soil samples were greater than 1 gram per ton. 5 of the rock samples were greater than 10 grams per ton. And you can see listed there up to 80.2 grams per ton in those rock chip samples. This, coupled with the previous rock sample results from previous year's programs in 2021, where we also had 20 to 30 gram per ton rock chips over a strike area at Train, is 1 kilometer in length and 500 meters in width. So quite a large area. It's an intrusive related gold system. The host rock is a granodiorite with sheeted veins throughout, containing typical quartz and massive arsenopyrite, very similar to RPM. The veins, they vary in thickness. They can be millimeter scale up to meters in thickness there. Very strong northwest orientation, steeply dipping slightly to the southwest. So very consistent, very continuous sheeted veining there at Train. And then the new exciting discovery at Trumpet. This is a new prospect located approximately 1.5 kilometers to the northwest of Train. In 2022, we took 49 rock chip samples there and 35 soil samples along an east-west trending ridge, trending ridge line there. 2 of the soils came back over 1 gram per ton, and 5 rock chips came back over 10 grams per ton, up to 32.2 grams per ton was the best result there. What to note here at Trumpet is that we also have identified and we observe a Hornfels intrusive contact zone. And so that's very similar to RPM. Zooming right out now, let's look at the significance of the Trumpet discovery and the implications for establishing our goals of establishing a third resource area and the potential that exists there in that train area. You can see the train results. The geological observations we have at train show a strong northwest structural controls to the mineralization as well as the intrusive, and heading northwest that directly intersects with the Trumpet Prospect, which we've now discovered. And at the Trumpet Prospect, we also see the same orientation of mineralization as well as the intrusive. And so that's 1.5 kilometers of strike length now between train and Trumpet. Another observation that we have there, tying train and Trumpet together, in between, just north of the train area, the train prospect, we have a sample, high-grade sample there of 21.6 grams per ton. And then right in between, we have an isolated rock chip there of 30.4 grams per ton. Now, when this program was completed, there was still snow on the ground. However, there were some rocks sticking up through the snow that we were able to sample. So in the next program this year, we intend to get in between train and Trumpet and establish that that connection and that strike continuity between train and Trumpet. And I believe that you can see now on this map the size of the train area, another massive intrusive related gold system, and certainly the highest priority target to establish a third resource deposit starting this year with drilling in 2023. And the final thing I'd like to point out in this train Trumpet area is that it's very exciting that we observe intrusive hornfels contact zones there. This is very similar to RPM. And what we found at Estelle and at RPM being the case for this is that when you're on that intrusive contact and in that zone, you get much higher grades. And so it's definitely an RPM style target here in the train area at both train and Trumpet. With that, I thank you for joining us for this Estelle Gold Project update, speaking on the train area exploration results. Very exciting discovery at Trumpet, and that train area really starting to show itself as another massive intrusive related gold system. And our plan is to drill the first holes there in the train area in 2023 to establish a third resource level deposit, which will, of course, continue to increase the total global resource inventory throughout the Estelle Gold Project. So thank you, and hope you'll join us next time.